So here is the box, which as you can see I can't really get into camera frame, so I'm going to put this off to the side and then we'll go over what is actually inside the box. The first thing on top is a cutting mat, which it is about 12 inches by close to 7 inches, and these are always handy to have whenever I'm doing any type of smaller project. So that's included inside the box. Also the power cord to the machine, and they give you a set of heat resistant gloves, which is awesome because I don't have these. And then the manual. They also give you some extra fuses, and hopefully I won't need those, but it's nice that they sent those. Some heat resistant tape. This is about 3/8 of an inch. And then here is the booklet of instructions, and it seems pretty straightforward. And I've never used a tumbler press before, so this will be a very brand new experience for me. So let me go ahead and grab the tumbler press. Okay. Here is the tumbler press. I opted to go with the lavender lilac version. When I first took it out of the bag that was in, there is a distinct smell, and I don't know what it is, but I think I need to air this out for a little bit. But everything was packaged really well inside the box to make sure nothing was damaged. It looks like it closes just like that. Here's the handle. Here's the hose to hook up to the front right here. So you stick it into the slots and then you tighten the nut around it. So hope you guys can see that. Here are the knobs to adjust the pressure depending on the size of the tumbler that you're trying to press. And then here is the panel here to adjust the temperature and the time. So I'm excited to press a tumbler with this. So I'm going to go ahead and let this air out for a little bit. And then we'll plug it in and I will test out doing my very first sublimation on a tumbler. So here is my frosted glass that I'm going to attempt to sublimate because I have never done this before. So this is the 20-ounce Sublimatable matte glass skinny tumbler. It does come with 2 lids. I got these from the Stainless Depot. And I have already printed out my graphic. I did get this on Etsy. I will link this below if you guys are interested. It's just a really beautiful background. So I printed this out on my Sublimation printer. Now I'm going to try to wrap this as tightly as possible around this glass, and then we will test it out to see how the machine does and basically how I do, since I've never done this before. So I got all my tape on here. I've never done this before, like I said, so it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve. I'm a little bit worried at the bottom because it didn't lay so flat, and I think it's just going to come with practice. So now I'm just going to take my squeegee and just kind of burnish the tape down so it doesn't lift. I want the full image to sublimate onto this glass. And then, as you can see on the top, I did fold it over to secure that in place. I think I did a pretty good job of cutting it to the right size. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the machine and we're going to go ahead and test it out. Okay, the first thing you want to do is set the pressure to make sure that you get good contact. So I'm going to put my tumbler in and then I'm going to close. Okay, guess not. So you want to adjust these knobs to either loosen or tighten it. It was a little too tight. I don't want to tighten it so much that the thing will break. Okay, so now I'm going to plug in the machine. And on the LCD screen here, as you can see, the blue number on top, that is the temperature, and then the bottom is the time that you'll be sublimating. So if you want to set it, we're going to hit set. And then I'm going to keep it at 400 for this glass tumbler. So I'm going to hit set again. And now this is the time that I want to sublimate for. So it's going to be 120 seconds. And you can press the up and down arrows on either one to change it. And then to set it, I'm going to long press the set. And then you'll see this. You see that little red kind of heat symbol? Okay, it says do not heat the machine without a tumbler inside. So I'm just waiting for the temperature to fully get up to the 400. But the instructions are really easy to follow. I mean, there's not a lot of pages, but there's pictures to go along with the steps. So this is a good tool to have since I've never done this before. I do still smell that odor that I got when I took it out of the packaging. I've actually had this sitting here to kind of air out for a few days and it's still not gone. So if there was a con, that would be it. I don't know what it is, but it's not pleasant. Hopefully that'll dissipate over time. So it's almost there. And it didn't really take that long to heat up. Okay, so now it's on 400. I'm going to as soon as I pull the lever down, the countdown starts. So I don't have to press anything. It just triggers it by it closing on itself. Now I'm gonna rotate this 180 degrees. And yes, it is extremely hot. Okay, and then now I'm going to do it for another round. Okay, I have this little, I don't remember what this is called, to set your hot stuff on. So I'm gonna take that out, set that on here, and let it cool off. It is smoking. And on the side here, this red button, that's the on-off button. So I'm gonna press that and then unplug this so that it will cool down. You do want to make sure you're in a well-ventilated area, because it does give off smoke as it's sublimating. I don't know if you saw that while I was doing it. But I'm going to let this cool down, and then we will be able to see how well it did. Okay, it's cooled down enough that I can handle it a little better, and I'm just impatient. So I don't know how hot this is without the gloves, but I have a tendency to burn myself. Okay. It's not terrible. Like I said, this is my first time. I don't think I had a good enough contact where the paper is kind of, you can see that. So I need to figure out a way to make it tighter, but I didn't do too bad on the seam. I think I just cut it crooked, which I also have a tendency to do, but it worked. Because this is a frosted glass, everything's gonna look more transparent. But yay, I sublimated on glass. It's my first sublimation tumbler. I think I also need to use a different heat tape too. I didn't really like that one. So lesson learned. That's what all this experimenting is for. But there's my first sublimated tumbler. This is going to be a lot of fun to play with. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys got something out of this unboxing and first impressions. I can't really more or less review it since I have nothing to compare this to. I've never used anything else, but as far as functionality, it worked. Some of these little inconsistencies is user error, and like I said, the only con that I have about this machine is just the smell. Right now is not so apparent, but as it was heating up, I could smell it, and especially when I unboxed it. So I don't know if that's something that, like I said, goes away or if that's going to linger. But as far as for what it does, I think it does it really well. and I'm going to continue to play with it, and then I probably will do an actual review after using it and getting a little better feel for it. But I will have it linked down in the description box below. It's really vibrant on the inside. It's really cool. I don't know if you guys can see that. But just opens up so many new opportunities as far as making tumblers. So check them out. I will also have the sublimation paper that I used, as well as the printer that I used. Everything, all the supplies that I've shown, I will have listed down there as well. So until next time, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you guys real soon in another video. Bye everyone!